Hello there everyone, welcome along to CC Sim Racing's Team Championship Round 5 here at Kyoto Driving Park. So we had the qualifier earlier on, so in front of you on the screens at the moment is the qualifying results. So on pole it was Ash Boy with a 2-minute 15.427. Red Spectre in second, Southpaw third, Lewis there in fourth, Gear Kayla fifth, Sprinkler in sixth, Richie there in seventh, Audio Muted in eighth, followed then by Finalised in ninth, Sedger in 10th, CC's, so Spitfire CC there in 11th, Robbie in 12th, Isa there in 13th, Rich Pugh there in 14th, Samaruto in 15th, and Fee there in 16th. So we've got the drivers lined up on the grid. For everyone obviously that hasn't seen the previous videos before, it was a 10-minute qualifying session that set this qualifier, and then it's a 30-minute race with the softs and medium tyres being mandatory, so you've got to use both sets of tyres. So it brings a bit of strategy into play, but as you can see there, we've got everyone lined up on the grid, so let's get this one underway. So, Ashwoy on pole, we've got the 5 lights. And hold of them, and they are off, and it's Ash away quite well. Bit of glare there from the sun as all the cars getting underway. So, Ash in the lead to come down into the first corner, everyone moving around nicely. Ash there going through and taking the lead. It's Southpaw up into second, so taking the jump on Red Spectre at the start, so Red down into third. Lewis there on Red Spectre just behind, so maintaining position there in fourth. Gear Kayla in fifth, Sprinkler in sixth. Finalise there in seventh. The sound of these cars coming down into the bottom part of the track now, down that little bit of the hill. And we've got Robbie there in eighth, Audio Muted ninth, Craig in 10th. Richie there in 12th, Robbie there in 12th, and Isa, and then Richard Pugh, Samaruto and Fee as we come into the big slide down the background. What has happened there? Let's have a look and see who we've lost there. So it looks like it was myself. So yeah, spin there for myself, coming down into the bottom of the hill, dropping back down into 10th place. So not a great start there for the LB Racing team. So as it stands at the moment, so Richie just in front, Craig there in 8th, Gear Kayla in 7th, Sedger up into 6th, Finalised in 5th, Sprinkler 4th. The Sprinkler having a great start here, up into 4th place. Southpaw there in 3rd, it is on the medium, so definitely something to keep an eye out. And then Ash Roy in the lead. A nice gap there back to second. So Ash taking a commanding lead here. Southpaw and the McLaren on mediums in second. A great position for Southpaw to be in on those medium tyres. Red behind him on the softs. Sprinkler just behind on softs. Finalised on softs. Gear Kayla on the softs. And then you've got Sedger on the medium, so the next medium front runner. Lewis there on the softs, going for a move. On Sedger looking up the inside, just tucks in behind. See how this one develops. Got a great run there on the exit of the last corner, side by side against the Nissan, but we know how quick the Nissan can be in a straight line. As we see the Nissan's straight line speed. Anyway, but Lewis moves on the inside. Not much space on the inside, but manages to squeeze on up through into 7th, so recovering from the early spin. But look at the tyre wear already. 1 lap down in this race. Look at the tyre wear already on that Porsche. So Sergio moving down into 8th. Craig there in 9th. Craig on the medium tyres. And then you've got Richard there behind on the softs. I don't know what's happened with his livery. And then you've got Isa there just behind in 11th. Audio Muted in 12th. Robbie there in 13th. Samaruto in 14th. Fee there in 15th. And Richard Pugh there in 16th. So it looks like there has been a spin or something for Richard, because he has dropped off from the pack quite a bit there. But it is still Ash in the lead. As coming around long sweeping corners here at Kyoto Driving Park. Definitely one that is going to kill the tyres. Ash with the fastest lap of the race at the moment as well. We're obviously going to go faster on the second lap. Red going for a move out the inside of Southport. Southport just having a little tap there on Red. Red going for the move and back up in 2 seconds. Southport in third. Sprinkler in fourth. Finalised fifth. Kayla in sixth. Lewis got past. Fetcher up into seventh. Catcher back up to the pack. But the tyre wear on that Porsche. This is after less than 2 laps. That's a purple sector there for the LB Racing Porsche. Sector in 8th, Craig in 9th. Richie there with some great tyre wear in 10th. Audie Muted in 11th. Isa in 12th. Robbie 13th. Samaruto in 14th. Fee in 15th. And Rich Pugh with some damage as well in 16th. So at the moment it is expected the fastest lap of the race, a 2 minutes 16.459. So Red back up into second, so it's still a 1-2 there for the CC Sim team. Definitely some tyre wear on the Porsche for Red. Southall. Great tyres, obviously on the mediums and running in third, so great position there for Southport. Finalised in fourth on the softs, got a big group of cars behind him as they come down to the sharp corner at the bottom of the hill here. Here, Kayla moving up into fifth, Sprinkler getting a cutback on him though, and taking back the position with LB Racing just behind Gear Kayla as well, so it's a battle between the 3 Porsches here. Gear Kayla is in an LB Racing sandwich. Great camera shots there as the drivers come through onto the long sweeping corner. Definitely one that is going to knacker out those tyres even more. As we come down into the braking zone, still over the back of Gear Kayla. Gear Kayla going for looking at the inside of Sprinkler there. Coming back up towards the hill, and the last, probably the sharpest hairpin on the track, minus the one at the bottom of the hill. Tough corner to get right here, obviously you can carry a lot of speed around there. This is a massive group of cars here, all the way from third pretty much down to 7th, all bunched up together, all in each other's slipstream. It is Gear Kayla still holding that middle ground, that position there. Has gone to the start-finish straight. No one into the pits yet. Probably a little bit too early to come to. Oh, we do have a car in the pits, and it is LB Racing myself going into the pits. End of lap 3. Obviously, the tyre wear, you can see there, the tyres are not looking great. So, I'm going to drop back a few positions here. Nice short run down to the pit stop to get the tyres changed. So, this could be a bold call here. This may obviously be developing into a 2-stop. Getting the vehicle refueled on there, getting the car refueled up to 100%. So full tank fuel, exiting the pits on the mediums and coming out in 15th place, but with some clear air. Richard Pugh there just coming round in 16th. So it's Ash currently in the lead at the moment. Just at the bottom of the hill, Red Spectre coming around there as well. Finalised, just coming through. Southport Hazlet finalised through. So finalised on the softs, just going through. Southport there on the mediums. Gear Kayla on the softs, just behind that, and Sprinkler behind that as well. And Sprinkler has no front right tyre left at all, so we're probably going to see Sprinkler coming in on this lap as well. Because Sedge behind has a lot of medium tyre left, and so does Craig. Richie has soft tyres left for days. as Rich just goes past Craig up into 8th place. And going across the grass there a little bit as well. So Craig there in 9th. Audio, the teammate of Craig there in 10th. Robbie in 11th. Samruto there in 12th. Fee in 13th. With Lewis just behind, catching up to the back of Fee since coming out from the pit stop on the medium tyres. The first car to pit on track. So we'll see how the strategy works there. Getting back out in some clean air and getting on with the outlap. So it is Ash Roy doing another lap there on the softs. Red Spectre just coming through, finalised just behind. Southpaw doing another lap as well. Kayla out on another lap. Sedge obviously coming through on the mediums. Richie's got tyres left for days on those softs. Craig coming through in 8th. Already muted up into 9th. Sprinkler is in the pits. Obviously we did see that he did have quite bad tyre wear on the front right, so Sprinkler in the pits. So Sprinkler coming through and just about to get completely fueled up, so fully fueled up now, and Sprinkler is away and coming out in 14th. And Richard Pugh just coming round there in 15th. Ash, probably we're going to see him coming in on this lap because the tyre wear is looking quite excessive now on the front right. So just managing to get these tyres around to 5 laps. 5 laps there having a battle with Red and Southpaw, so he is in a McLaren sandwich there, holding off both of the McLarens. Southpaw goes a little bit wide on the exit. Red Spectre has no front right left, so Red's tyres are shot now. Red getting out on the grass there. Southpaw going for a bit of a spin there, trying to avoid Red Spectre. So no one collects him as the next group of cars come on through. So Southpaw dropping back behind Craig. There's Craig up into 7th. Southpaw dropping back into 8th on the medium tyre. Already muted in 9th, just behind. Robbie in 10th. Samaruto in 11th. We'll be racing, managed to make up a few places now, up into 12th. Pushing on there in the Porsche on the medium tyres. Fee there in 13th, with Sprinkler just coming through behind on fresh set of medium tyres. And Richard Pugh there in 15th, and Ash is in the pits, has no front right or rear right tyre left at all. He's made around into the pits. Finalise goes on through, so Finalise taking the lead of the race. A few more cars coming through here, so Ash just getting refueled. Taking on a lot of fuel here, getting himself up to 100% fuel. And that's Ash underway. So Ash coming out in 7th place. Samaruto just behind him. With Lewis just behind Samaruto as well. So the sister team driver moving out of the way of and up into 8th place, so you can start hunting down Ash. For Ash on new set of medium tyres and a full tank of fuel. Was on older tyres and a little bit less fuel, so a lighter car, but reckon probably going to be 2 stopping. So Red Spectre has come out in 10th and has got Craig coming. So Red is on the mediums, Craig is on the softs. These two are getting racy together as they come over the brow of the hill, down into the bottom corner, the sharp corner at the bottom of the hill. Craig looking for a way past the Porsche. Sprinkler there in 12th, so not too far off the back of this fight as well. Kayla in 13th after his pit stop. Richard up into 14th. Has got some front end damage again there on the BMW. And Fee there in 15th. So it looks like we have lost Isa, unfortunately, so moved everyone up a position. But it is finalised, still in the lead. Got no rear tyre left at all, rear right. A little bit of where still to go, but I reckon we'll see him probably come into the pits this lap. And finalised comes into the pits. So finalised in, so it's going to be... Sergio is going to take the de facto lead of the race with Richie just behind. So these two are yet to pit. Medium against soft. Richie going for the lead, looking at the inside. Sergio got covered off. Southpaw still out on the mediums as well, so it's McLaren out as well. And Audio Muted going for another lap with no front right tyre at all. So that's a brave call going for the extra lap there. Robbie up into 5th, Ash up into 6th with the pit stops, LB Racing up into 7th, finalised still in the pits just coming out, is going to come out behind Craig, going to get through, Craig just got through, Sprinkler going to get through, Sprinkler gets through, so Sprinkler up into 10th, Craig up into 9th, Red back up into 8th, finalised in 11th, Gia Kayla in 12th, Samaruto in the pits now. So Samaruto just getting his stop out of the way as we are approaching the halfway stage of the race. That's 15 minutes gone. A good time for Samaruto to be in the pits. He's managed to get the car around to the halfway stage. Richard Pugh there in 14th, just coming around with Fee just behind him. There's Richie in the lead, still got soft tyres going. So managed to get these tyres onto lap 7. Which is a phenomenal run there. Oh, onto the grass a bit there. Southpaw there in 2nd on the mediums. Got a tiny bit of life left still in that front right. And essentially has got no medium left at all there. Same as Audio Muted doesn't. Robbie has a tiny little bit of medium left in 5th place. And then it's Ash Boy on the mediums. Going round, who was the front runner, so probably going to retake the lead once everyone in front gets that pit stop under the way. LB Racing behind on some quite worn mediums now after going into the pits at the end of lap 3. But keeping up with Ash here, the de facto leader. Great camera angle there as they come round the top corner. As we do see Richie come into the pits, so it's Ash there in 6th now, Robbie in 5th, Audio Muted in 4th, Sedge comes into the pits from what was 2nd, and Richie in from the lead on the soft. The Southpaw stays out for another lap on the mediums, so pushing that car even further on the mediums, but no medium front tyre left at all now. Ash takes the de facto lead back, would say, because obviously Southpaw's yet to pit in front. L Racing up into 3rd. Craig there in 4th, so great run there from Craig. Coming out the inside of Red Spectre for position, gets the move done, and up into 4th for Craig. So Red dropping back into 5th. Sprinkler there in 6th. Has finalised just behind, who is on the medium tyres now, the newer medium tyres. So they both get a bit squirrely as they come to the corner. That is finalised up into 6th place. Sprinkler getting a half-second penalty there for the corner. Richie there out the pits into 8th. So definitely one to watch out here. One of the last ones to pit stop. And on to the medium tyres. Here Kayla coming through in the Porsche in 9th place. Sedge there in 10th. Audio Muted in 11th. Robbie 12th. Samaruto in 13th. Richard Pugh in 14th. And Fee there in 15th. Let's go back to Southpaw's running out of, well, has run out of tyres, but it is also running out of fuel. The fuel icon is flashing. Is he going to have enough fuel to get round and get this car into the pits? As comes through towards the last hairpin. definitely going to see this McLaren into the pits on this lap. Definitely don't think he's got enough fuel to do another one. And comes on through, just going to make it into the pits, just running out of fuel and rolling into the pits. So Southpaw in the pits. Ash is going to take the lead back. So Ash retaking the lead. LB Racing just behind there in third, coming through now. Will take second place back. Southpaw just in the pits. Craig there in fourth will become third, with Red Spectre just behind. Finalised up into fifth. Sprinkler moves up into sixth place. Richie just behind on seventh, definitely one to watch out for. Is moving up through the pack. Here, Kayla in eighth. Southpaw just leaving the pits at 66% fuel. Is he going to get out in front of Sedge, or is Sedge going to have the position? Sedge moving up into ninth spot there on the softs. Southpaw just behind on softs as well, so it's a battle between these two for the end of the race. Audio muted there in 11th. Robbie there in 12th. Samaruto 13th. Fee has moved up into 14th, and Richard Pugh there in 15th. Oh, just going off and into the barrier, and a little bit of a spin afterwards as well. There is Ash Roy in the lead, as he's got the fuel to make it to the end of this race. We've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left in this race. Racing there just coming through with no medium tyre left at all, so definitely looks like we're going for a two-stop. It'll be interesting to see where drop back in after that. Craig there just behind, also running quite low on soft tyre. Definitely thinking maybe another one, potentially looking at a two-stop. Red Spectre, quite a lot of medium tyre left. Finalised there in fifth, and Sprinkler there on the medium as well, running out of tyre as well. So potentially another one going for the two-stop also, with Richie just behind. Rich on the mediums just behind Sprinkler. Kayla there in 8th, just behind these two as the sun starts to set here at Kyoto. Sedge with Southpaw just for company just behind. Audio meter in 11th. Robbie in 12th. Samaruto there in 13th, as we see LB Racing coming into the pits from 2nd. Fee there in 14th, and Richard Pugh in 15th. So Ash, de facto lead, well, not de facto leader anymore, a leader out in front. Red taking 2nd. Finalised now moving up into 3rd. Richie taking 4th. Kayla in 5th. LB Racing there in the pits, just refuelling up. So LB Racing out of the pits there onto the soft tyres, just coming out behind Robbie, who is in 8th. Sprinkler coming out of the pits as well, and has managed to jump Craig. So Sprinkler onto the softs as well, and Craig out of the pits into 11th. So these three are now running 9th, 10th and 11th. Sprinkler in 10th, LB Racing in 9th. Audio muted moves up into 8th. Southpaw there in 7th, still behind Sedge, who is in 6th at the moment. Kayla in 5th. We have 7 minutes left to go in the race. Richie up into 4th. Finalised 3rd. Red Spectre in 2nd, with Ash Roy in the lead and quite some distance out in front. So a nice comfortable lead there for Ash. Red Spectre with the fastest lap of the race at a 2 minutes 16.459. Current fastest lap. Yeah, I believe so. Ash has got quite a lead. It's got a car parked up in front. So I think this is Richard Pugh. Obviously knows he's about to get the blue flag, so just moving out of the way for Ash Roy. Red just coming through, but Red has got Finalised just behind. Finalised has more fuel and better tyre wear, so Finalised making moves in the McLaren. not too far behind the Porsche. Can he break the 1-2 finish here for the CC7 team? As we see Richie just come around in the background there, so Richie just coming around in 4th, with GT3 not too far off the back in 5th, Sedger in 6th, with Southpaw just behind. These two have been battling on for the last couple of laps. Audio Muted in 8th, with LB Racing just behind. So catching up to the back of Audio with the soft tyre. Round the first corner they go. It's going to close up the back to the back of that Nissan as they come through the S's, slightly uphill section. As they come on up, down towards the corner, LB Racing looking around the outside, can get it done as goes all the way around the outside with the soft tyres. Gets it done and up into 8th. War move around the outside. So Audio down into 9th. Purple first sector there for LB Racing as well, so potentially going for fastest lap. Southpaw with the purple sector as well as we jump on board with the McLaren driver. Catching up to the back of Sedge, but they are also coming up to the back of Richard Pugh there. Sedge in 6th. As they're coming through, Richard moving nicely out of the way. That's what we love to see. Here, Kayla in 5th, so not too far up the road from the 2 cars behind. Richie there in 4th, finalised in 3rd, still just on the back of Red Spectre. Red Spectre's fuel level is starting to get lower and lower, and the tyres are getting more and more worn. With Ashroy, who is a country mile out in front. Currently doing 2-minute 18s there for Ash, and not bad pace on some used mediums. It does start to get very dark here at Kyoto. Red Spectre coming through, finalised just behind. Richie, personal best lap there for Richie. Here, Kayla coming through in 5th, Southpaw and Sedge coming through side by side. So Southpaw takes the fastest lap of the race. Sedge there just behind. LB Racing just about to cross the line. Does the fastest lap of the race. There's a 2-minute 16.154, so takes the fastest lap of the race away from Southpaw. Just catching up onto the back of this pack. Audio Muted not too far behind, but Audio Muted has no front tyre left at all, with 4 minutes left in this race. Sprinkler there in 10th, catching up to the back of Audio. Craig coming through. So it is a battle at the moment between the LB Racing team and the CC Sim team of Craig and Audio Muted. Robbie there in 12th, Sam Ruta in 13th, Fee in 14th, and Richard Pugh there in 15th, just getting some blue flags and moving out of the way. But it is Ash Boy currently still in the lead, still got a little bit of tyre left, so can push on a bit, and does have quite a big gap back to Red Spectre, who is currently still in 2nd. Just right, finalised has got Richie just behind as well, so Richie catches on to the back of finalised. Gear Kayla there in 5th, who does have Southpaw just behind as well. Southpaw on soft tyres. The tyre wear at this track is immense. Quite a long lap as well, you know, over 2 minutes. Quite a lot of winding corners as well. As we have got a change for the podium up in front. We are getting a change of position there. Southpaw goes around the outside of Gear Kayla. A finalised drop down into 4th. It is Richie now up into 3rd, just behind Red Spectre. Red Spectre is on red fuel Red is on red fuel with a minute and a half to go. So this will be the last lap for these cars, but Red is on fuel save. He's got to be saving fuel. Is Red going to have enough fuel here to the end of the race, or is Red going to run out of fuel? Red trying to defend the position there over Richie as they come towards the downhill section. Obviously Richie does have Richie now on red as well. Red defending the position there, Richie going for the cutback. Red getting back up the inside. Defending that second place as Red's going to have to use up more fuel than he wants to, having to defend the position. Ash is around the next corner and is miles out in front, but is also getting low on fuel, so everyone's starting to run out of fuel. Red trying to defend the inside here against Richie, but obviously where Richie has got more fuel, he's driving around the outside and trying to get the outside line and goes all the way around the outside of Red Spectrum, which will give him the inside line into the next corner, hard into the braking zone, and that looks like that is the move for third place done. So it is Richie up into second as Ash Roy is coming towards the end of the lap. So we'll jump back to in seconds. It's now Richie up into second. Red on red fuel in third. Finalised there in fourth. Southpaw in fifth. Gear Kayla on very low fuel as well with Sedge Spine, but we'll jump back up the field to Ash, who's coming around the last corner and is going to take the race win here at Kyoto in the dark. Started off in the light, finishing in the dark, and takes a red win at Kyoto, just getting across the line with enough fuel. Going to be Richie coming around in second. It's Red in third at the moment, but Richie's going to take that second spot. Finalise is moving out. Finalise has got third there from Red. Red's run out of fuel. So Richie in second, Finalise in third, Southport in fourth, Red Spectre in fifth, running out of fuel. Is he going to get to the line? No, it's going to be Sedge going to overtake him. Is Red going to get? Oh, Red gets overtaken on the line as well. So it's LB Racing finishing sixth, Red finishing seventh. Gear Kayla has run out of fuel as well. Gear Kayla gets overtaken just before the line. Is Sprinkler up into eighth. Gear Kayla in ninth. Audio Muted in 10th. Craig in 11th. It's going to be Robbie there in 12th. Samaruto in 13th. He will finish. And it is Fee coming round in 14th and Richard Pugh in 15th. Big group of cars there as driving round at the end of the race. So well done to the race winner there, Ash Roy. Also fastest lap going to LB Racing. So Ash Roy in first up on the podium in P1. Richie there taking second for P2. Finalised there in third, taking it away from Red Spectre, who dropped back to seventh with losing out obviously with the fuel running out there on the last straight of the race. The fuel ran out, but it is going to be Southpaw there in fourth. So we will jump in and have a look at the drivers' table. So it's now Ash Roy in the lead there with another race win, 118 points. Richie 96 in second. Red in third with 88. Finalised on 82. LB Racing in fifth. Southpaw 6th. Sprinkler 7th. Audio Muted 8th. Gear Kayla in 9th. Sedge in 10th. Spitfire CC in 11th. Robbie there in 12th. Samaruto 13th. Feet there in 14th. Richard Pugh there in 15th. And Isa there in 16th. And jump over to the teams table. So it's CC Sim Team 1 there in first on 206 points. Roadrunners, the McLaren team there on 145, I believe that says. LB Racing Team 1 there in third. Blue Tuners there in fourth. CC Sim Team 2 in fifth. Ghost Rider in sixth. Isa in seventh. And LB Racing Team 2 there in eighth. Thank you everyone for tuning in this week. I will put a link down below to last week's video. Next week we are into Lagos, so Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you get a notification when that one comes out next week. But we'll be back. Check out the videos that you see down below now, as I said, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers for watching. Bye.